Now, from Christina Aguilera and Robbie Williams to Amy Winehouse and Lily Allen, well, he's worked with some of the biggest names in the music industry. He's collected 3 Grammy Awards and was once voted Glamour's magazine's Man of the Year. Producer and musician Mark Ronson joins me now. We recognise one of your songs playing through the competition there. I just heard it. Yeah. So lovely to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You look gorgeous.
So do you.
I like the hair. Thank you. I like the hair.
I like the hair.
Do you?
Yeah.
Happy days. That's it then.
We like each other's hair.
We like each other, we're fine. Now tell me about this big musical icon you are working with.
Well, the current single I have out is with Boy George. It's called Somebody to Love Me. And it's a song that I wrote with my friend Andrew White, who's in this brilliant band Mike Snow. And sometimes when you're writing a song, there's like a ghost of another song in the room, or a song that you like wish that it was as good as. And when we were writing it, we realised that we were becoming obsessed with Do You Really Want to Hurt Me by Culture Club.
Brilliant song.
So 2 days later, it was just bugging me, and I was like, we have to try and get Boy George to sing this song. And so I tracked him down and finally played him the song, and he loved it, and we recorded the vocal. Fantastic. And it just sounds amazing on it, and he brought the song to a whole nother level emotionally.
Let's have a listen. I like that idea because it's not him, but it's sort of him, and it's an idea.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like the way the song is as well. It's sort of him, because you're kind of going, oh, that sounds really like Boy. Oh, that is Boy George. Yeah. Because that's what I thought when I heard it. That sounds really like him.
I think I grew up in England in the 80s, and you know, a lot of that music, Culture Club, Duran Duran, is like really the music of my childhood. And so when we did the video, I wanted it to kind of conjure up that, make you feel like that 80s sort of look.
Yeah. There was a sort of innocence about that in a way, and a kind of rawness about it as well that I quite liked.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Boy George. I got tons of time for him. Yeah. And I bet he was delighted to get that call from you.
He hit it really well.
He was just playing cool, man. He was just playing cool.
He came to the studio the first day, and I thought he was going to hear it right away and be like, all right, I'm ready, throw up a microphone. And he just kind of was like very poker faced, and like I couldn't tell if he liked it, and I was like, oh, this sucks, he doesn't like it. And then through the week, he went back home and he would email me every other day, like, oh, I really like this line. I'm talking about it. And he's like, oh, I feel like I could have written this. And it's true. He could have written it because it was so inspired by him and what Culture Club was doing in the 80s. And then finally, yeah, he came in a week later. And to be honest, I hadn't heard him sing really since the Crying Game song. So it was a real moment of truth. I didn't know when he opened his mouth on the mic what it was going to sound like at all. It was just this harebrained scheme in my head, like, we have to get Boy George. And then as soon as he started singing, it was like, this is going to be...
Because he has got a beautiful, it's just so distinctive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he really can sing. It's brilliant. I think it's fantastic. The collaborations you've had work really well. Sort of saying, artists must just think, whoopee, because everything you touch just seems to turn to gold.
You would think, but nobody calls me back.
I don't think so. I think they probably do. Now, we talked about your hair, which is obviously hugely beautiful, and our Mark Hayes bumped into your lovely girlfriend, Josephine.
Right.
And he was talking to her about that very thing. That's what Josephine had to say about you. It's lovely.
I like it white. I think it's sexy. No, I like both, but it's nice to change. It's like having a new boyfriend, you know? It's funny.
So there you go, you get two for the price of one.
I can't believe you showed my girlfriend going, oh, she wants a new boyfriend.
No, she doesn't. She says it's great. It's like having 2 of you.
And then what happens when she gets sick of this?
But it'll be fine. Well, you can do it red or something.
Okay.
It'll be all right. It'll be fine. So look, how... I've shocked and stunned you now, I have.
I've never seen her on TV before, that's just bizarre. Anyway.
She's lovely. She's an actress, isn't she?
Yeah.
And whereabouts is she from?
She's from Paris, and she's an actress, and she has a band. They're very talented. They just got signed to Warner in France.
Excellent. And you, obviously, would you not work with her, or would you like to work with her? Is that not a good idea?
We haven't quite crossed that line yet, but I think that they're very talented, so I would.
No, of course you would. Is there anybody that you've got your eye on that you would really like to work with? I mean, somebody that you think, yeah, I really want to work with that person, or is there just too many?
I'm really excited to be... I'm working with Rufus Wainwright next year on a new record with him. Good. And I've just finished a new album with Duran Duran that's coming out in 3 weeks, which I'm really excited about as well.
Because again, it's those people that you've kind of grown up with, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And at first you're excited to work with them just because you love them when you're a kid, but then if you're not going to make something great, you don't want to be like the guy that made it crappy Duran Duran record.
No, you don't.
So I'm really happy because it's really great and it's my favourite. Just as a Duran fan, nothing to do with me doing it. It's my favourite record of theirs in like 25 years.
Fantastic. Listen, I could talk to you all day, but thank you for coming in. It's great to see you. It really is. And come back and see us. And I'm so glad you've done that with Boy George. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's a really good record. Thank you so much.
It's one of my favourite songs I've
It's really good, actually. I really like it. It's proper. It's got class. Thank you so much, Mark. Right, after the break now.